We return. Boys action 2 minutes and 30 seconds away. We take a look at Coach Alford and his Wetumka Chieftains coming in with a 6-2 record. Perfect in the 2-0 in the Crossroads Conference with their wins. Let's take a look at the Wetumka boys wins. They have wins over Hannah, Graham twice, Maud, Paola, and Canadian. Their losses being to 3A Silo Rebels and the number 19 Drum Right Tornadoes. They come in with a 6-2 record. Their starting lineup tonight will be a freshman, number 0, Joseph Moore, senior Mason Alford, number 1, junior Carson Crump, number 15, Philip Ross, a sophomore, number 33, Derek Butler, a junior, number 55, and they are talented. I do know there's 2 Alford boys. One of the boys, and I can't remember his name. I don't want to say it. They were amazing football players, and I got to see them the night their boys were playing without the other Alford brother. Wetumka played Regent Prep, and one of the best football games I got to watch this year. It was on a Friday when we had a game on a Thursday, and we went over and watched it to watch the ball game, and they are amazing. And they do such a great job at Wetumka. All kidding aside, we're all want to be as good as we can, but we're blessed in our conference to have such good teams. As we take a look at Wetumka, they are athletic, they have size, and it's going to come down to who makes the fewest mistakes and how well we adjust. Free throws are a big thing, and that's been a chink in the Dragons' armor the last few years. So we are 40 seconds away from the starting lineup, so you'll be aware of it. I will be doing the public address from up here, and so you'll get to hear it on TV as well as what we do here. And the Dewar Dragons coming in tonight with a 3-1 record. As Ronnie gets the clock set, we'll get ready to go, and we'll introduce the starting lineup, so we'll do that now. This time we'll have the starting lineups for the boys game tonight. The Wetumka Chieftains come in with a record of 6-2. So let's make them welcome tonight. Let's meet the Chieftains. A freshman, number 0, Joseph Moore. A senior, number 1, Mason Alford. A junior, number 15, Kason Crump. A sophomore, number 33, Philip Ross. And a junior, number 55, Derek Butler. Your Wetumka Chieftains. For the Dewar Dragons tonight, starting for the Dewar Dragons with a 3-1 record, coached by Brett Thomas. His assistants, Matt Ross, Jake Stapp, and Stephen Castleberry. Starting tonight, at guard, a 5'9" freshman, number 1, Tanner Wilson. At guard, a 5'11" senior, number 13, John Rex. At power forward, a 6-foot junior, number 22, Jaron Bryson. At forward, a 6'3" freshman, number 21, Stoney Yeager. And at forward, a 6-foot junior, number 15, Skelly Taylor. The Dewar Dragons. Officials for tonight's contest, Aaron Stallings and Keith Marks. We'll wait here for the signature move after the ball is tossed here by Aaron Stallings. Wait for it. Wait for it. Yeager drives, kicks out over the corner to the J-Rex for 3. Cha-ching, give it to him. A Dragon money ball to start this one. The J-Rex with 3. Chieftains working around. Moore looks inside. Dragons try to tie him up. They get the possession arrow as they did kick it inside there to Derek Butler. Possession arrow goes in favor of the Chieftains. They will retain possession. Philip Ross, been a force inside last year. Remember him. Alford. J-Rex kicks it to the side to Wilson. Wilson drives. Sweet baby jumper, no good. Jaron tries to slap it away. Lucky he didn't get a foul. And Alford will bring it the other way. Number 1, Mason Alford with the basketball. He is a sensational player himself. Be listening for him tonight. Number 15, Crump loses the basketball to Skelly Taylor, and we'll go the other way. Turnover by the Chieftains. J-Rex from the corner lets it fly. Cha-ching! Another drug-in money ball. The J-Rex has his range tonight. Off to a 6-0 lead here early. Dragons take it. Stolen almost there by J-Rex as the Tress was put up there by the man, the myth, the mullet. Jared Bryson and the J-Rex had a trap set. Knocked the ball out. Chieftains will retain possession. Mason Alford with the basketball. Running their sets, a lot of movement going. Passes inside. Shot put up on the way by Joseph Moore. Rebounded there by Butler, but he steps on the end line and we'll go the other way. Got a little 1-2-2 half-court trap setting here. J-Rex takes it, spin, move, dribble. They set the trap immediately, 3-on-1 there. Backside, kicks out. Right back, give it to Skelly. Skelly no good. Wilson battling for it. Scrum on the floor. They've got it. It's a loose ball, anybody's ball. Wilson takes it, goes around. They come up to try to set the trap there. Crump. They're going to call him for the foul. Charge a foul on number 15, Kason Crump. That'll be his first personal, first team foul for the Chieftains tonight. Skelly Taylor inbounds the basketball. Dragons on the attack. Skelly jumps up and shoots. Cha-ching! Give it to him. Another Dragon money ball. The Skelly with 3 at 9-0. Knocked away. Skelly has it. Tries to pivot out of pressure. Thomas calls a timeout to save a possession. 5:24. We'll have a 30-second timeout here. They want to talk about this. But you got to watch your highs and lows. You get out, you live by the 3, you die by the 3. We're enjoying it now. They got to continue to play hard. Coach Alford does a great job with these kids. Boy, when they had his two sons, the 2 Alford boys, the last couple of years, and Danny Morris's grandson, and Cole Wright and those guys, they could always shoot it. And when Dewar and Wetumka play, they've kind of had our number the last few times we play. I remember we went one time, and I had Lucky Yahola hadn't scored a point, and I think he went off for about 42 on us one night. But that's just the nature of the game when these two teams get together. But Coach Alford does a great job. Dragons trying to run their sets, throw it out of bounds, coming out of the timeout. And my jibber jabber. But here we go. Alford with the basketball. Over to Moore. And he managed to make a pass to Cutter there. It goes out of bounds. Dragons will have it. Marks the 5:02 mark. Gets it past. Skelly drives in. Got to work it. I see a lot more movement tonight. A little more fluid movement. The youngster, Yeager, had it knocked away. John Rex, J-Rex puts up one. Misses. Rebound and going the other way. Here comes Alford. 9-0 Dragons. Alford's going to take it to the rack. Off the glass. He gets untracked. Joseph Mason Alford for two, 9-2. Pressure amped up here now, wanting to set a trap. Got to keep it in Lover's Lane. Over to Jaron. Jaron to the corner to the J-Rex. J-Rex air ball, rebounded there. Go the other way. Trace Crump with the rebound, kicks it out. Alford with a pass over to the wing. Inside to the big man, Philip Ross. They're going to call him for the charge. First personal, second team foul. See big Seth Hudson getting ready to check in for the Dragons. The J-Rex, no good. Rebounded by Skelly, no good. Johnny Wilson goes in for the rebound. No, Tanner Wilson goes in. I guess that was the J-Rex. Tanner's on the other end to get the foul. Now I think you're going to see more of that going to the rack out of the Wetumka Chieftains as they're going to be more physical in their approach to the game. Send Joseph Moore to the line for two. First one off the iron, no good. Seth Hudson checks in for the J-Rex. J-Rex with 6. So, second free throw up, Swisher sweep. They've cut the lead from to 6, 9-3. Here in the first quarter, knocked away. Dragons have it. Wilson kicks it off the leg of Alford, goes out of bounds. Dragons will have it here, but they're going with the pressure. They're going to press the Dragons now. They're going to do the half-court pressure. They've got a 3-2 press. 1-2-2 coming up. Moore gets it away, passes to Alford. Alford's got him. He's going to keep it himself, goes up. And they're going to call the block on Skelly Taylor. Just what I said, they're going to send Alford, and they're going to attack the basket. As long as they're not going to get in position, call the charge. Mason Alford for 2 with 2 points on the evening. Misses the first free throw. 9-3, 3:24 to go here in the first period. Mason to shoot another one. And it's good. As the pressure's amped up, Moore getting all over him. Over to Yeager. Yeager looks, gets around, kicks it over to Wilson, who jumps high to retain that one. Over to Skelly. Skelly's going to penetrate. He's going to the rack. Just some vintage Skelly Taylor there. He drives to the rack. That's 5 for the Skell Row tonight. Trap set there by the man, the myth, Mullet. He's got it. Looks ahead to Wilson. Wilson's going to shoot the layup. Give it to him. Jaron Bryce with a good pass there in the assist. Wilson with 2 on the night. 13-4. 2:45 to go. Alford's got it. He's being. They call the foul on Tanner Wilson. That'll be his second personal. Going to bring the J-Rex back. Thirteen to 4. Moore with the basketball. Over to Alford. Alford for 3. Rebounded by Jaron. Over to Skelly. Man, Mason. Alford almost got in between that and got it. J-Rex with the basketball. Dribbles up. Seth. Over to Jaron. Too much standing around. Seth says, I think I'll take it. And he's fouled from behind. Hacked him on the head. Called in charge of foul there to Mason Alford. I don't know that I agree with that one. So we're going to send Seth Hudson to the line for a pair. First one up off the iron, no good. The free throw woes continue for the Dewar boys. They just cinched that up a little bit. Seth with a second. And it's in, so the Dragons are 50% on the night. 14-4, 10-point lead, 2:15 to go here in the first. We have a trap set on high with J. Rex. There's Yag. Moore gets away. Cha-ching! Give it to him. A Chieftain money ball. 4 on the night for Moore. Yeager drives baseline, puts up a prayer. Rebounded by Bryson, knocked away. Moore has it. Tries behind the back. Ahead to Yeager. Yeager off the glass. Stoney with 2. His first 2 of the night. 16-7. 1:40 to go. Moore takes a look. Passes inside, knocked away. Seth couldn't quite get it. Skelly on the floor after it. Wetumka retains possession. Coach offered up, talking to his troops. Sun has it. Mason over to the wing. Lets it fly, number 15 for 3. Crump shot no good. J. Rex gets it to Skelly, keeping the Lovers lane. Yeager in the corner. Tries on top. Moore gets a hand on it. Going to get it to Mason, 110. Mason makes a pass over it. It's out. Tipped out of bounds. Coach Thomas won't know who tipped it. Said it was tipped out of bounds. The point is moot. Wetumka has the basketball. Shot put up there by Butler, no good. Rebounded by Taylor. Goes ahead. Intended there for Johnny Wilson. Goes out of bounds. 16-7. Dragons lead by 9. 55.4 to go. Jaron Bryson just stayed there and played position basketball. The ball's turned over. Skelly Taylor keeps it to the middle. Over to the J-Rex. J-Rex lets it fly. No good. Wilson saves it to Jaron. Outside to Skelly Taylor. No good. J-Rex up for the rebound. J-Rex couldn't get it. Butler has it. Give it to Alford. Alford puts it up off the glass. Rebounded there by Phillip. And it goes to the line to shoot 2. As Phillip Ross was fouled there. Going to charge the foul there to Seth Hudson. First personal. 4th team foul for the Dragons this quarter. Phillip Ross' first free throw, no good. 2 of 5 on the evening from the free throw line are the Chieftains. They'll have a chance for another. And it's no good. Rebounded by Skelly Taylor. They are after him. Mason Alford harasses him, gets it over to the J-Rex with 15 on the clock. Go to Seth. Seth kicks it back to John. The J-Rex for 3, no good. Seth saves it. Couldn't quite save it. Ball goes out. 8.1 to go. A lot of hustle here tonight in the first period. They're not going to start until he touched it on the dribble. Moore with it. Looks for Alford. Alford in traffic. Jumps up. Sweet baby jumper. Gets the rebound. Throws up a prayer. And it's no good. So we played one. The Chieftains and the Dragons. The Dragons lead this one 16-7. In the first quarter, Tanner Wilson with 2. John Rex with 6. Skelly Taylor with 5. Stoney Yeager with 2. Seth Hudson with a basket. 1 free throw. Joseph Moore with 4. Mason Alford with 3. That's your scoring. 16-7. So as we wait for the timeout, as they make adjustments here. We'll see what lineup comes out off the bench. Our boys have done so much better tonight on some things that I thought they didn't do the other night. It's far from me to be critical. We're green but growing. But they look a little more spunky tonight. Hit some free throws. Cut out the turnovers on the press, running the press breaker. And got to convert inside and continue taking the rack. I look for Wetumka to be more active going to the rack, especially with Moore, Alford, and Ross. So the Dragons have the possession arrow. Skelly inbounds it. Back to him. Give it to Yeager. Yeager off the elbow. Gets the rebound. Kicks it out. Skelly drives. Dishes inside to Hudson. Hudson gives the fake. Ross misses. Rebounded by Skelly. Stoney from the corner. Blocked by Moore. Joseph Moore says, get that out of here. Skelly's going to throw it in. Got the box set look. Goes to the mullet. Kicks it over to Johnny. Skelly Taylor for three. No good. Rebounded there by Joseph Moore. So Joe's going to take it. Kicks over to the wing. Crump. Throws up a runner. Rebounded there by Butler. Derek Butler with his first basket of the night. Makes it 16-9. Cut it to 7. 7 at the 7-minute mark here in the second quarter. Cross court pass thrown out of bounds by Yeager. Unforced turnover there. J-Rex comes in. Let's see who comes out. So Stoney goes to the bench. That's just a young mistake. He's going to be all right. Had the right idea, the wrong way to do it at this point, but he's going to learn. Coach Castleberry doing his job, going to sit down there and calm him down, tell him what he's done. Alford with it, drives in, off the rack, running jumper, no good. Rebounded Butler, Butler back up. Tipped away by Bryson. Alford leans back, has it, retains it. Moore with it. Wilson all over the place, on the floor. And Moore retains it for, as he'll inbound it here for the Chieftains. Dewar 16, Wetumka 9. They're going to charge the foul of the Dragons there. That'll be on the man, the myth, the mullet himself. Jaron Bryson, his first personal. That's the first team foul here in the second quarter. Into Alford. Alford up, give him the basket. The boy can play. He has 5 on the evening, 16-11. Seth Hudson up against Big Phillip. Takes a move, misses. Skelly tried to get it off the fingertips and out of bounds. Got to hit those inside shots. Basketball goes to Moore. Alford has it. Moore works her out. Puts the Crump on the side. That's Tanner Wilson. That'll be his third personal foul. That's the second team foul this quarter. So Tanner's going to get some bench time, bringing Yeager back in for him. Alford's free throw up. Mason, no good. He'll get a second shot. Dragons kind of going with a bigger lineup here. Ball handler's going to be Skelly and the J-Rex, John Rex. Alford's second free throw, no good. Rebounded by Jaron Bryson. Jaron gets it to Skelly, ahead. Token press, John steps up, the J-Rex, no good. Jaron keeps it alive. There's scrum for the floor, bodies on the floor. Hudson comes up, Jaron has it. Kicked there by Moore, excuse me. They're now going to call the foul on Crump. It'll be Casey Crump. That'll be his second personal. First team foul this quarter. 5:43 to go. Dragons have it. J-Rex wants to reset. Goes to Skelly. Somebody needs to step in right there. They're hop heavy at the top. They trap. So they've applied the trap with Joseph Moore. and Crump. And the Chieftains get the basketball back, trailing by 5, 16-11. Bounced it inside. Crump tried to look for a breaking man in the basket. Taken there by Seth Hudson. Turnover for the Chieftains. Jaron has it. Got in the middle. Yeager wants to look at it. Skelly drives the middle. Back to Yeager. Skin it around over to John Rex. No one's flashing the high post. Finally does. J. Rex gets it. No good. Yeager goes for the rebound. Kept alive by Butler. And the Dragons were out of bounds. And the turnover goes over as Wetumka gets the basketball there. 16-11 lead for the Dragons. 4:45 to go here into the half. Pass to Crump. Crump misses a shot. Yeager with the rebound. Gets it to Skelly Taylor. Skelly's going to work ahead. And he's being fouled. Foul is on Joseph Moore. That'll be his first personal. Second team foul here. Checking into the ball game there will be Braden Mason. Braden Mason, number 4. John Rex. Inside lob goes to diagonal to Skelly. Skelly's going to drive the rack. Give it to Skelly. Give it to him. 7 on the night for Skelly. 18-11 Dragons. Alford with the basketball. John Rex putting the pressure on Alford to the corner. Mason, Braden Mason, number 4 in the ball game. Moore on the top. Moore's going to look. Sweet baby jumper from the elbow, rebounded by Ross. Ross puts it back up, keeps it alive. Philip Ross will go to the line for 2. Depending on who they call the foul on, it's going to be called on the man, the myth, the mullet, Jaron Bryson. That's his second personal, third team foul this quarter. Philip had been through the line, missed his first 2. But Philip finds the mark there. Swisher sweep. The first one's down. 18-12, 6-point advantage for the Dragons. Phillips' second shot up. No good. Rebounded by Taylor. Taken away. Give it to him. Joseph Moore on the hustle. He'll get a chance for a three-point play the old-fashioned way as he come in. Took that one away. That cuts it to 6. He's going to shoot one. Charge the foul there to Stoney Yeager. That's his first, 4th team foul. And Moore's free throws down, and it's a 4-point ball game. Basketball's a game of runs. J. Rex goes up, throws it in, no good. Rebounded by Jaron. Blocked away by Philip Ross. Over the corner to Yeager. Yeager puts up a 3. Cha-ching! A Dragon money ball. Stoney Yeager with the big 3. 8. 21-16. As the pressures continue to be picked up, John Rex, got to have somebody in the middle. Got to keep it in the middle, Jaron. Keep it in the middle if you can. Skelly for 3. Cha-ching! Give it to him! Skelly Taylor. The Skelro with a second trifecta. That's 4 on the night for us. As the 5th three-pointer on the night for the Dragons. 24-15 in the lead. Pass, no-look pass, intended down on the bottom for Butler. Taken away there by Seth Hudson. Dragons have a chance to add to their lead. Over to Skelly. Skelly back door to Hudson. Jaron with the pass. He got a finish. We go the other way. Moore ahead to Mason. Braden Mason with his first drops of dew today. 2 for Mason. 24-17, applied pressure. Mason applied over to Yeager. Yeager has his head up, looking, gets it to Skelly, working against his own. He's going to drive. They double down on him. They give it to Jaron Bryson up, no good. Butler retains it. Mason has it. He's being trapped. A jump ball. Jump ball called. Dragons have the ball under their basket. 2:06 to go. They bring in number 20, comes into the lineup, Johnny Wilson. Johnny Wilson. John Rex with basketball, going to penetrate. Kicks back to Skelly. Skelly's going to drive. Reset. Trying to balance the floor a little bit. Somebody's got to come flash to gap the zone high to keep them honest. Stoney's going to look at it. Kicks it over to Skelly. Misses. Rebounded there by Mason for the Chieftains. Matt back to Ross. Ross over to Alford. Right to Alford. Alford jumps up off the glass, kisses it home. Mason has 7 points on the night. 24-19, 1:25 to go here in the half. The J-Rex looks at the basket, sends to the Jaron. Jaron want to drive baseline, thinks against it. Skelly has it at the top. He's going to the rack. Give it to him, Skelly Taylor with a power move. I give him 12 on the night. 26-19. Butler goes to the rack, jumps up, no good. Tipped away by Yeager. Mason. Braden Mason with 2 more, 4 on the evening. 26-21. The J-Rex from downtown, no good. Rebounded by Stoney. Stoney goes back up. They're saying it's off of Stoney, out of bounds. Yeager. And they're saying now it's their ball. As Aaron Stallings goes over to confer with Keith Marks. They went ahead and decided that they would go ahead and change the call. So the Dragons have it with 33 seconds to go. Wright tries to steal it away. He's on the out-of-bound line. Dragons will have it. 29 seconds to go here in the first half. Dragons up by 5. Skelly says, I'll take you. Cha-ching! Another Dragon money ball. Skelly Taylor with another one. 15 on the night for Skelly. They're going to call the block on Yeager. That's Stoney's second. That's the 5th team foul. That's going to send Philip Ross to the line to shoot 2. Seth Hudson's ready to check back in. Philip Ross has 1 point on the night. Give it to him. Swisher Sweet down. 29-22. Philip Ross will try another one. Second one up. Has an opportunity. Off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Skelly Taylor with 12 seconds to go. They're going to call the foul on Joseph Moore. That's his second personal. 8 on the clock. Skelly tried to get it. Away, out of bounds, retained to the Dragons with 5 seconds to go. Dragons have 5 seconds, need to get something off. Well, they tried the long pass. Braden Mason puts up the last shot. Dragons tried to get one in, but we go to the half. Dragons leading 29-22. Give me the scoring first half for the Chieftains. 2 fouls on Joseph Moore. He has 7 points on the night. For Mason Alford, 7 points on the night, 1 foul. Braden Mason off the bench, 4 points off the bench for the Chieftains. Philip Ross been a force inside. He shot 6 free throws, 2 of 6, 33% of the night, but 2 points for Philip Ross and 2 points for the big man, Derek Butler. 22 points, but this game is far from over. It's going to be a dandy here in Dewar tonight. Let's take a look at the Dragons scoring here in the first half. Tanner Wilson with 2. John Rex with 6. Skelly Taylor with 15. Stoney Yeager with 5. And Seth Hudson with 1. So, 29-22. The advantage goes to the Dragons. As the Dewar Dragon Band plays, I'm going to let you listen to them for a little bit and take a breather.
Playing hard too.
Yes, baby. I am the ATM machine. We're at halftime, 29-22. Dragons in front of the Wetumka Chieftains by a 7-point lead. And, ifs, ands, and buts for Candy and Nuts, we'd all had a good Merry Christmas. But I'm just going to tell you, he does a magnificent job. Both these coachings do a wonderful job with the teams they have. Just a hustling night tonight. Both teams going at each other. It's what we call Crossroads Conference basketball at its best. Joseph Moore was 7, and Alford was 7. Mason Alford is a really good player. But his brother, if he was here tonight, and when they played together, the three of them, and they also had Danny Morris's, the Morris kid was playing. And then when you had Cole Wright and all those guys, along with Philip Ross and these guys, they were a force last year. They play good basketball. And as I said, over the history of this game between Dewar and Wetumka over the few years, they tend to balance out. But no, Wetumka's really had their way in basketball. And they've done a great job down there. But tonight it's going to be a great ball game. It's going to come down to the foul trouble, hitting free throws and those kind of things. So we're going to take a look at the free throw shooting tonight. That's 13 free throws attempted by the Chieftains tonight. They're 5 of 13 from the line. So if you hit those free throws there, 8 points puts you at 30. And I know you can't going to hit every one of them, but the Dragons tonight have only attempted 1, 2. So they're 1 of 2. They're 50%. But I'm saying the free throws, turnovers, then you got to finish on some of those easy shots. And there's going to be some contests tonight, contested shots. I'm just impressed with Derek Butler and Philip Ross for the Chieftains tonight. They've been a force inside, but Not too shabby. Let's see at bench points for the Dragons. Seth Hudson didn't start, so that's 1 bench point we have. And then 4 bench points from Braden Mason, so it's 4-1 advantage on bench points. But it's all turned out pretty well. And then there's been some calls to go either way. You could have just as easily down here called a foul on a charge, or a basketball goes here or goes there. But at 29-22, but, you know, it just makes you wonder, as I'm sitting here talking with Joey, if we do a few things and we handle the pressure Tuesday night like we did on Thursday night. So those are some things they've went to the gym. That's what we're talking about, Joey. When you go to the gym, Coach Thomas, you played for him. They're going to work on things and get better at some things. And it's going to start clicking. We've got some freshman kids out here, especially with Stoney and with Tanner. That's going to have to learn. And then we've got some veterans here. And Skelly stepped up tonight. He looks like the Skelly of the old. And Jaron, and I'm not making excuses, but I know that Jaron's been sick a little bit, and I know that some of these kids, there's a lot of stuff going around, and I think that he feels a little better tonight. So we'll see the second half. And I said this last night, and I'll say it again. The old Wiley Ryle thing is, you shoot better the second half because you're shooting on the end that your dressing room's at.
And the lobby.
So we're going to be shooting on the south end, which is where our dressing room is. But he said the reason you shoot better is because most kids shoot better on that end because they're too lazy to go to the other end and work out. That's just Wiley. But we have some good fun remembering some Wiley-isms. As we look around tonight, the crowd in and out here, pretty good crowd from both places on a Thursday night. Tomorrow night we have basketball here again as the Dewar Dragons will be taking on the Graham Dustin Chieftains. We have the red and white Chieftains tonight. We have the green and white Chieftains tomorrow night. So we're looking forward to that. And then Tuesday night, the last game before the semester, before we go to Christmas, and the Dragons will go to lovely Lakeview Falls to go to Canadian to face the Cougars and the Lady Cougars of Canadian. Coach Bean was here today and had a chance to wish him well as he went off. He's up representing the 8-Man Football Association. He's one of the executive directors of the 8-man deal, and they're going up and planning all the festivities for this year's 8-man All-Star All-State game to be played at Miami. And there'll be several kids from our district, Wetumka's district, and all in the area that'll be playing for chance. If you've ever been to Miami to one of those 8-man All-Star games, it's well worth the trip. A lot of fun. Basketball at its best. And it's going to be football at its best, but you get to see some of our young men. It's their last time some of them will ever pad up. Then there's going to be some of them that are going to have some exposure. There's going to be some that may be going on to play their college careers. But it's always a neat deal. For the whole week, the town of Miami just treats the kids from that are up there for the 8-man All-Star games. They have something to do, activities, all the things. All I know is when I generally go, I'm sleep deprived because we have to be counselors, get them up, be sure they get to practice, get to breakfast, get wherever it is. And then just the late night activities of being who we are sometimes. But we have fun when those things go. But Coach Bean does a lot and represents, and our school should be so proud to have him as he represents our school and his knowledge for 8-man football and all the things that he's done to promote it. And this thing is really a big deal. So if you ever get a chance to go to the 8-man All-Star game, it's going to be that first week in June. And we're going to have some kids playing it. I think we have 3 or 4 playing this year. I know that Nevin Corbin, Nev Dog will be playing in that All-Star game. I'm trying to think. I think that, and I know for sure Big Kate Henderson will be playing in that 8-man All-Star game. I'm trying to think who the other one would be. Well, I'll get it to you when I figure it out here. But if we get a chance to do that, go out and support our kids when it comes down to the 8-man All-Star game. So enough about football. It's ready for basketball, about 58 seconds away. We have the possession arrow. So now the teams will be going to their home benches. And they'll be on the side where they'll be shooting on the end where their coaches are right there by them. So that comes to be interesting in the late minutes of a ball game, in the final moments of a ball. You know, when you get down to the nitty gritty of it. And so Coach Thomas will have his guys right there where he can talk to them. Ball goes inside Ross, stolen by, comes to a jump stop is Jaron Bryson. Dragons have it for their first possession of the half. Wilson takes the corner, looks out up on top to John, kicks over, goes to Jaron. Jaron to Yeager from the corner. Sweet baby jumper. Give him 2. 31-22 Dragons. Yeager was 7 on the night. They're going to charge the foul of the J-Rex. The J-Rex. First personal. First team foul for the J-Rex. Alford with it. Takes a three-pointer. Cha-ching. Chieftain money ball. Mason Alford, 10 on the night, 10 points. Stolen by Alford. He's going to take it to the rack. Stolen by Skelly. He's all over Skelly. Gets it ahead. Alford Moore trying to harass, given under duress. Gets it on top to Jaron at the. Kicks it inside. Jaron gives it back door. Yeager! Stoney with 2 more. He has 9 on the night, 33-25. 6:40 to go here in the third period. Steal by Skelly Taylor. He goes to the rack. Gives it off to Tanner Wilson for 2. Tanner has 4 on the night. 35-25. 10-point advantage. Coach Alford wants to talk about it. Chieftains take a timeout. It's going to be the 30-second variety. So 6:26 to go. The Dragons get off to a good start coming out of the dressing room and answer with 6 points. Alford with the 3-point basket for the Chieftains. And that's where we're at. Moore, Alford, Crump, Ross, and Butler, the starters for Wetumka at this time. Just checking in at the deal was Logan Melton, number 5. Logan Melton, number 5. Logan Melton checks in the lineup here. They're giving Big Philip Ross a rest here. Alford stops his dribble in the back court. Gets it ahead to Wright. Tries to get it back to Alford. Case and Crump on the left wing. Got a man standing in the lane, hadn't got out yet. Logan Melton. Wright gonna drive. Jump, sweet baby jumper, give it to him. Joseph Moore, he has 9 on the night. 35-27, 5:45 to go. Tanner to Jaron. Tanner's going to drive baseline, lays it up off the glass. Gets his own rebound off the carom. Picked up by Jaron. Jaron puts it up no good. And Wilson goes over and knocks it off the foot there of Logan Melton out of bounds. Dragons retain possession. 5:27 to go under the basket. Jaron looks, throws to Johnny, and it's knocked away there. But right, Jaron gets it back, pokes it ahead. Skelly's going to drive off the glass, give it to him. The big Skelro for 2 more. He has 17 on the night, 37-27. 5 minutes to go here in the third period. Butler kicks it out on top to Alford. Alford's looking for a place to go. Throws it into traffic. They're going to call the foul. They're going to call the foul on Jaron Bryson. That's his 3rd personal foul. They're going to send Seth Hudson in to play here at the 5:48 mark. I thought he had possession there, but they have a better look than I do. As they always say, I'm blind in one eye and can't see out of the other. He misses both. Alford misses both free throws. Wilson's being mugged by three people to see he calls it on. You have 1-5 and they call it on Alford. That's his second personal foul. First team foul. Yeager from the corner. Rebounded by Skelly Taylor. Skelly up off the glass, no good. And out of bounds. Boy, that could have been a big basket. Those ones we got to finish, kids. You got to finish at the rack on those putbacks. Quit falling away. Just go get her done. .440 to go. Alford with the basketball. Philip Ross back in the game. Toss it inside. Logan Melton put it up no good. Rebounded. Ahead to Yeager. Yeager gives it to the J-Rex. J-Rex go to work against Ross. Thinks better of it. Over to Skelly. Skelly kicks it over to Tanner from the corner. Cha-ching! Another Dragon money ball. Tanner Wilson. He has 5 on the night. 7 points on the night for Tanner Wilson. 5 this quarter. Rebound by Skelly Taylor. Shot missed by Alford. Lead ahead to Yeager. Yeager goes up. Blocked by Ross. Skelly has it. He's been Alford. He pushed from behind by Wright with the shot. Melton goes for the rebound. Seth Hudson got by his heat. Oh, here we go to Seth. Seth's got it. Comes to complete stop. Kicks it over to Skelly. Reset the offense. Seth jumps up off the elbow. Stoney's fighting. Stoney gets it. Scramble for it on the floor. They get in with it. Alford comes out of there with it. Now we got a 2-on-1. And Tanner Wilson tried to set up for the charge. Went on by. No call. Now we get the ball out in a hurry. Kind of like, where's the fire? All he has to do is slow down and smell the coffee, make a good pass. I think that's what Coach Thomas is telling him. 40-27. Little Matty Ross of Dardale and Yale County up barking orders as well. They're going to call him for a walk. Coach Alford's not happy about this call. So they're a equal opportunity officiating crew. Some like it, some you like, some you don't. They're doing a great job. John Rex drives to the rack, kicks over, no look pass, out of bounds. And with 2:47 to go, Dragons up 13. The J-Rex Crump with the basketball, made a pass down there. The ball goes out of bounds off of Philip Ross. Dragons will have the ball back. Pressure mounted by Wright, by Joseph Moore. Gets it back to Wilson. Wilson goes ahead to Yeager. Let him get across the timeline. Over to Skelly. Skelly ahead to John Rex. He wanted to dish. Kicks out to Yeager. Yeager from three-point country, no good. J-Rex gets the rebound. And the ball's knocked out of bounds by Joseph Moore, last tip. Dragons will have it back. Johnny Wilson. Tanner tried to save that ball, and he retains it for them. So Wetumka will have the basketball under the basket to the left side. Kind of in a stack set, goes out. Alford with it, looks over to Crump. Crump back to Moore. Stoney with the steal. J-Rex is fouled. They're going to charge the foul to Joseph Moore. And that is his third personal. That second team foul this quarter here in the third. Wilson drives baseline, kicks to Yeager, sweet baby jumper. Give it to the freshman. 2 more. Stoney with 2 more. Has 11 on the evening. We have a double dribble call. Violation against the Chieftain, Joseph Moore. J-Rex ahead to Skelly. Skelly dishes, sweet baby jumper again. No good. Skelly has it this time. Goes up. He's challenged there by Mason. Goes up this time. Charged the foul to Mason. Braden Mason with the foul. They're going to send Skelly Taylor to the line. Skelly has 17 points in the night. Chance to add to that. First one up, no good. Clang, clang, clang. We'll go to the second. Skelly, Swisher, sweep. 18 points, timeout called. Thirty-second timeout. This one called on the part of Coach Alford and the Coach Alford and the Wetumka Chieftain. As I look across the way, I see the offensive coordinator, Brandon Turley, in the house. Brandon Turley in the house. He was here, I think, the last ball games. He comes out and supports. Looked up and thought it was Bigfoot. Looked over, no, it's Coach Shirley. We go the other way now. We come out of the timeout. Drives in all the way, goes coast to coast. Was Moore. No good. Rebounded by Yeager. He has played a dandy tonight. John Rex, off his foot. Need to slow down. Good hustle there by John. Not being critical at all. Number 15, Case Crump, brings the ball up. Sets back to Mason Alford. Alford inside to Joseph Moore. Joseph Moore's laying out of bounds, tried to save. That one is knocked away. Violation will go to the Dragons. 1:04 to go, up 43-27. Tanner being pushed. Tanner's going to go all the way by himself. What a move! Give it to the freshman. Give it to the freshman. Get a warning there. (45-27). Outside, Alford has it. Inside Ross, Philip Ross, he's a dandy. Give him 2 more. He has 5 on the night. 45-29 Dragons. Tanner Wilson with the basketball. Sweet baby jumper from the middle. Give it to the freshman. We have a timeout call with 18.7 to go. Tanner Wilson have 11 points on the night. A sweet baby jumper. The baby's growing up. When you look at things from the Dewar Dragons' perspective, you want to see improvement each and every ball game, and we're seeing some tonight. As I think the coaching staff has worked on some of the things that, if, ands, and buts, were candy and nuts. But, I'm saying if we'd worked on some of these things, done a little better in that last ball game against Mason, things might have been different. But, see, that's why you have the time to work on things, and you want to see improvement. And it has been fun to see tonight as they've extended the lead now, widened it to 18 points. 18.7 to go. Timeout was called there by Wetumka Chieftains. Alford with the basketball. Goes down, Case and Crump's on one side. has Joseph Moore the other. Down under he has Braden. And he has Austin Tucker. Lets it fly. Alford with the rebound. No good. As the quarter comes to a close, Wetumka trails by a score of 29-47. Dragons lead. And we'll go over the scoring for you. $11 points for Tanner Wilson tonight. John Rex with 6 going into the final stanza. 18 points for Skelly Taylor. 11 for Stoney Yeager. And one big shot by Seth Hudson. But Seth and Jaron have played their tails off inside. And as we set to go to the fourth period, possession here will be in favor of the Dragons. And the league scores for Wetumka here going into the fourth period as we go through 3 quarters of play. Joseph Moore with 9. You have 10 points with Mason Alford. 4 points for Braden Mason. Logan Melton hasn't scored, played some good minutes for them. Case Crump's been all over the place doing what he does, ball handling skills and so forth. No points. And then Philip Ross has a grand total of 4 points on the night, 2 points for Derek Butler. 29 points here in the first 3 stanzas for the Wetumka Chieftains. Dragons have it. Wilson has it for us. Head to Skelly. Skelly passes to Jaron. Jaron goes inside, uses the left shot. Gets it back, give it to Jaron. His first 2 golden drops of dew. Going to call the foul there on the J-Rex. That's his second personal. Jaron gets the deflection there. Up by an even 20. Tanner Wilson looks ahead, gives it to Jaron. Jaron gives it back to Stoney. Give it to the freshman. 13 on the night. Dragons up 51-29. Alford with the basketball. Pressure being applied. Up and out of control. Dragons get it. Skelly Taylor has it. They're on a man-to-man pressure. Keep your head up. Breaks the press. Skelly wants to div and dive. Goes off his leg. Was deflected there. As we look over there, was deflected there by Austin Tucker, number 3. And they have possession. 6:58 to go. 51-29 Dragons. Stolen by Jaron. Jaron gets it to Wilson. Joseph Moore slapped over Jaron. Jaron kicks it around. The J-Rex. They made one pass too many to that side. Crump with the rebound. Johnny Wilson, 2 on, 3 all over him. There ought to be somebody open as he dishes back. Door to Yeager. Give it to Stoney. 15 on the night for the freshman. 53-29. A lot of action inside. Jaron Bryce the rebound, goes ahead to J-Rex. J-Rex comes behind the back, tries to hit it. Went on 1-on-3. Alford has it, brings it the other way, drives in, penetrates off the glass, give it to Alford. Give it to the Alford kid. Mason Alford with 2 more, that's 12 of the night for him, 53-31. Ahead to Bryson. Bryson kicks it over. Yeager's in the corner, drives the baseline, off the glass, give it to Stoney. 2 more. $17 on the night for Stoney. From the corner, give it to him, number 4. Braden Mason with the trifecta. John Rex tries to go ahead, stolen there by Joseph Moore. Moore ahead to Crump. Crump lets it fly from 3. Rebounded there inside by number 4, Braden Mason. He has 5 points this quarter. He has 9 on the night. 55-36, 5:02 to go. Dragons taking a full enchilada. A full timeout called here. Cheerleaders getting the crowd up. So as we settle down here for the last 5 minutes. This has been kind of a game, hadn't got chippy much. Been well played. Kids have played hard. Made it all about the game and not about anything else. And that's good to see. And so proud of both schools, both of our communities. Both be proud. Crossroads Comfort action. We're going to take a look here. Basketball will be inbounded. Where they're going to inbound from. Dragons have it under their basket, have to go the length of court. And it didn't work. Off the speaker. So, Wetumka will get the basketball back. Had a great idea, the wrong way to do it. Bless his heart, he tried. We have Seth, Stoney, Jaron, Skelly, and John. Alford with the basketball, puts one up, no good. Rebounded by Skelly. Skelly gets it over, has it taken away by Alford. Alford puts it up, rebound, goes up again, no good. Rebounded by Yeager. Yeager's been see who they call the foul on. They're going to call the foul on number 1. Call the foul there on number 1. That's Mason Alford, his 3rd personal, first team foul. Full court, man-to-man pressure. John Rex with it, gets it back. Seth Hudson, head to Stoney. Stoney passes it to Jaron. Jaron inside, give it to Jaron, the man to miss the bullet for 2 more. Four points on the night. Shot away there by number 4, Braden Mason. He has 11 on the night. Jaron Bryson. See, John wants to reset. Stoney's in the corner. They're putting the pressure inside to Hudson at the high post. He tries to go back door. Taken by Butler. Thrown ahead. Taken there by Joseph Moore. Back to Alford. 3:52 on the clock. Butler down. Comes, sets the pick. Trying to set up the give and go. Butler has a power move. Tries to get it in there. He walks. A little rototiller. Will go the other way. So, Mr. Wilson comes back in the ball game. Tanner giving it to J-Rex. J-Rex takes him to the rack. The J-Rex for 2. Eight on the night for the J-Rex. From the corner, Crump no good. Rebounded by Taylor. Look ahead to Jaron Bryson. Jaron gives it back to Stoney. Stoney misses. Rebounded there. Alford with it for Wetumka on the deal. Jumps up from 3-point country. Shoots it no good. Ross goes up for the rebound. No, excuse me. That would be Joseph Moore for the rebound. 3:05 to go. Dragons up 59-38. Going to call foul here on number 15. That's on Seth Hudson. Skelly Taylor. Tanner. Jonathan Wilson checks in for Tanner. Number 20, Johnny Wilson. Number 15, Crump off the glass, no good. Rebound. Rex, there's a scramble of a scrum for it. They dive in. It's starting to get chippy now. Seth Hudson comes back in. 59-38. Inside to Butler. Butler up with a shot. No good. Rebounded by Yeager. Yeager with the basketball. Gets it out. Skelly Taylor got to get across the timeline. And a little bit too much on it. Goes out of bounds. Coach Thomas catches it. Up 59-38. 2:37 to go. Joseph Moore with the basketball. Up to Alford. Rebound, put up by Butler, off his hand and out of bounds. Tanner Wilson in the ball game for Jonathan. Tanner gives it to Seth, give and go, no good. Rebounded there, knocked away. Off the hand of number 4, Braden Mason. Dragons lead this one. Jaron throws it to Wilson, off his hand and out of bounds. Runs some time off the clock, 2:14, turnover Dragons. Finishing the game is what Coach Thomas wants to do. We're at 59. We'd like to crawl in the 60s. Each possession is so important. Alford jumps up, sweet baby jumper, no good. Rebounded there by Hudson, kicked out to Johnny. Goes against 3. Wants to get a good look here. Skelly says, I'll take it from downtown. Cha-ching! Another Dragon money ball. Give it to Skelro. He has 21 on the night. We're up 62-38. Off the glass. Rebound there. Karate chop thrown there by Jaron Bryson, not called. Dragons have the ball. Goes ahead to Wilson. Wilson had a cutter there. Tries to go back to the diagonal up on the top to Stoney Yeager and out of bounds. Still, he wants to finish out well and crawl to the 60s. 62-38, 1:29 to go. Wetumka, time winds down. Alford trying to work against. He's getting doubled up. Crump throws up a prayer from 3-point. Rebounded by Jaron. Jaron's holding the basketball. Being pressured by 3. Passes to Wilson. Back to Yeager. Yeager goes back door. Give it to him. Seth Hudson. 2 points. 3 on the night for him. All the way to the rack there by Joseph Moore. Give it to him. He has 11 on the night. Going ahead, Skelly. Skelly gives the rack back door. Back door cut, gives it to Bryson. Bryson turns it over. 40 seconds to go. Stole by Stoney. Wilson has it. They're going to hold it out. They're not going to bring anybody in. Leads it ahead to Crump. Crump goes in, no good. Rebounded by Wilson. Wilson goes ahead to Jaron. Jaron takes the corner, kicks it out to Skelly. 14 on the shot clock as it winds down. Baby, we're bringing home a winner tonight, 64-40. The Dragons have won in the Crossroads Conference basketball game tonight against Wetumka. A great effort tonight by the Wetumka Chieftains. Good, well-played ball game. Final score, Dewar, 64. 64-40. I'll give you the totals here tonight for the Wetumka Chieftains. Joseph Moore with a grand total of 11 points tonight. Mason Alford on the evening had 12. Braden Mason had 11. And we have Philip Ross with 4 and Butler with 2. Grand total of 40 points there for the Chieftains tonight. The scoring went this way for the Dragons. They led 16 points in the first quarter, 29 at the half, 47 at the end of the third, 64 at the end of the game. Tonight, Tanner Wilson with 11. And we have John Rex with 8. Skelly Taylor with 21. 17 points for Stoney Yeager. The freshman played well tonight. Had a chance to redeem himself. Great ball game tonight, but Jaron Bryson on the boards defensively. 4 points for him. Seth Hudson with 3. What a night. What a night. Tomorrow night we get to do this all over again. We'll be right here in Dewar as Dewar takes on the Graham Chieftains tomorrow night at 6 o'clock as the Lady Dragons and the Lady Chieftains go after each other in Crossroads Conference action. And this one, good night tonight. 2 big wins for the Dragons. They go on to up their records to both 4-1. Tomorrow night, Graham comes to town. Wrestlers will be going wrestling in Coweta tomorrow night, and it's going to be a good one. But tomorrow night we'll be here at tip-off is at 6 for the girls' game, and we're going to wind this one down and cancel it out. The Dragons win this one 64-40, and for Joe Fowler and for Joey Fowler, for my producer tonight that was up here, my cameraman, Bentley Thrall, and for our director, Michael Kendall, we're going to say, I'm rounded third and headed for home. And as always, bye-bye until the folks high.